Hello! So, very long time no see. That's for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, I have recently started college. About 3 weeks ago, I'm going into my, I'm going into my fourth week being here, but my third week of actual classes, so it's been a lot. I did actually film a thrift haul last week. I haven't posted it yet. I haven't gotten around to editing it. I dealt with a lot of stuff this past week that I'm going to talk about in this video, and this is going to be kind of a venti. Not a venti like a Starbucks size, but like a vent, getting it all out there kind of vlog video. So, I mean, I jotted down some stuff a couple days ago, but I have a whole lot to add. First things first, for anyone who I have met at college who is going to be watching this video is not meant to offend you or anything like that. This is all personal stuff that I'm just dealing with right now. It has minimal to do with the people that I have met in these few days here. So, you know, I don't even feel like going off these notes. Let me just vent what I'm feeling, and sorry if you can hear the lawnmower and I look tired. I just had an 8 a.m. whatever. We're dealing with it. I'm rambling so freaking much right now. Okay, we'll just start off with, obviously I was super excited to get to college, super excited to get out of the house, not have to be under watch of my parents anymore, not have any rules, the typical stuff that 18-year-olds are excited about when they go off to college. I got here, all was well. You know, you can see from my video that I hung out with a lot of people the first week or so there, week or so here rather. Yeah, I got along with floor mates, roommate, blah blah blah, all that. Well, reality has definitely set in many ways. I'm gonna give you the end to this story before I give you the in-between. Basically, I'm kind of considering transferring, possibly on that, but I'm definitely considering changing my major or double majoring. I'm gonna get into why right now. So, regarding the transferring stuff, I'm an only child. I'm used to growing up in a very quiet house because obviously my parents aren't very rambunctious. They're 50 years old and plus. And just growing up, you know, I'm always surrounded by adults, so I feel like I grew up to be very mature for my age. And then coming to college, you're just surrounded by people all the time who are really loud in classes, just in here, living in general, and by in here I mean in my dorm, all of that. And it's such a shock to me. I mean, I knew it was going to be loud, but I didn't realize how it would affect me. I am amazed that I can't handle it the way I thought I would be able to handle it. Just because, you know, I went to a really big high school of like over 2,000 people. My class alone had like 700 kids in it. I've had 4 retail jobs, so I've worked with every type of person. But, you know, being surrounded by people in that way all the time is different because you can come to a place every night and have pretty close to complete silence or just complete privacy. And it's what keeps me sane. It's my little reboot, my little recharge, and then boom, you're put out there in the world again, and I can totally handle it. It's fine. But at college, especially going to a college of 35,000 people, you leave your room, you're surrounded by people, you go to class. You know, my smallest class has 60 kids in it. My largest class has over 400 kids in it. Sorry, my memory card filled up, but I think I was talking about how in college, when you are surrounded by these people all the time, it's just I have no opportunity to recharge, and I turn into the worst version of myself possible, just super, I don't know, super irritable all the time, because I would consider myself an introvert. I know the word introvert is just so thrown around and like romanticized nowadays, but like I honestly am. Like I need my time to get what I need in order to be able to handle dealing with people all the time, because I don't like people. I like people individually, but I don't like people in like a general sense. I really don't. So yeah, that makes it really hard. And I realize, you know, even with transferring to a different school, I'll still be surrounded by people all the time. But another issue I have is my school is just in a really small town, and while I was walking there, I'm just looking around, and it just hits me all of a sudden like where I am, and that there's just nothing here. There's like literally nothing here. I mean, there's stuff here, but it is just not sufficient for me, and maybe that makes me sound like a diva, but so be it. That's just who I am. I need things to do to keep me sane. I need little vintage stores, and I need concert venues, and I need little coffee shops, and I need things to do. I need museums, etc. Like, I need places to go with people so I don't lose my friggin' mind, because literally the only things you have to do here are either stare at people or get drunk with people. Two options that I'm just not really that into. Being in a small town, I think, is adding to the whole mental torture that I'm going through right now. That makes it sound really dramatic, but take that with, tone it down, that's how I'm feeling. This past Friday, I don't have classes on Friday. I woke up, bad mood as per usual, from things that had happened like the night before. And just that past Wednesday too, I had been back to Des Moines for a concert, which made me miss it even more. I had hung out with my, at the time, boyfriend. We are technically broken up now just due to distance and all that for school, but at the time boyfriend, and that, makes you miss things as well. He's pretty much one of my best friends, so it just, leaving on that Wednesday was the solidified, you are done with high school, you're done with your friends. That's it. That was your last tie, and now it's broken loose, and now you're in college. And so that mixed with, my other issues drove me through the roof. That was bad. But yeah, like I was saying, that Friday I woke up, bad mood because of all that other stuff. I started just not feeling well. I could tell I was getting a cold, and I get colds when I'm stressed out. Like, always during finals in high school, I would get a cold. So I just knew something wasn't right. My roommate had come in earlier that day, but I had my headphones on and my textbook. I just really didn't want to talk. And when she ended up leaving, I ended up texting my mom, just like, I need to come home this weekend. That's the fact of the matter. I need to come home this weekend. So I did. I had this whole past weekend to myself. I spent it with my parents, with my half-brother, with my at the time boyfriend, and that was the closure I needed. Vented all the shit I have just vented to you. Basically, he was like, do you like fashion? And I was like, duh, I like fashion. That's not the issue. Like, my classes are, if anything, the only thing I like at school right now. And he's like, okay, but you need to keep in mind that if you allow yourself to think that you might be wrong about something, just like consider the thought, you might, look into some stuff and realize you were wrong the whole time and end up finding something that's actually way more suitable for you, whether that's, my major, my school I'm at, whatever. So that's what I'm allowing myself to do. Consider the idea that I might be wrong. Maybe I picked the wrong school. Maybe I picked not quite the right major. I do like fashion, but there's always this underlying thing inside me, in the back of my mind, I've always had more of a love for art in general. I love artists, I love music, I love film, I like just self-expression in general, not necessarily corporate designers, blah blah blah. So I started thinking maybe I should start honing in on skills that I used to be into and good at, such as drawing, photography, still my fashion. I'm kind of tossing around the idea of either double majoring in graphic design right now or completely switching. I don't know. I don't know anything about graphic design, but it's something that's always interested me. I job shadowed at a screen printing place this past senior year, and it was really interesting. I like the idea of combining fashion and digital art. I've also been on a publication in my high school with Yearbook. I'm going to be on a fashion magazine. It's a fashion, art, and music magazine here at my campus, so that's something that I'm at least in the world of, even if I don't have all the knowledge about it yet. But sometimes it's about allowing yourself to learn. Obviously, this is what college is for, and I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking I have come in here not with the correct skills, but this is the time to build these skills. So I'm allowing myself to consider that possibility. But with that, I might change up my classes next semester. I also want to prepare myself in case I decide to transfer, just so, if I get through a year here and I do figure out that's not the right school, I will have all the tools under my belt I need to up and go. And my battery's gonna die. But like I was saying, obviously I want to prepare as if I am going to transfer, just in case I do end up transferring. So I'm starting to look at schools in cities that I've always been interested in maybe living in or going to, but have never really been an option, because whenever I look at jobs in the fashion industry, the only jobs really available for me would be in New York or sometimes LA, but I don't know about LA. I've never been there. But it kind of just wigs me out because that's such a small place and I'm not even 100% sold on living there and having my career there. So to open myself up to the idea of doing graphic design or whatever the heck else I maybe end up finding in college, I can live in cities like Seattle and Portland and Denver and Kansas City, Minneapolis, wherever the heck I want to live because I'm not feeling so confined. And I feel like that's been my issue these past few weeks. I'm feeling really confined, just physically, mentally, emotionally, honestly. And I just need to change that. Now I have a goal, and that's something that you should always do if you're feeling stuck in a situation. Give yourself a goal because it gives you something to plan to do. I'm going to start drawing again. I'm going to start taking pictures, going online and starting to learn a little bit about graphic design. I'm going to talk to my advisor and see if I can get myself in some freaking classes so I can actually start honing in on those skills that I have not yet gotten, whatever. I'm just going to start pushing myself because I'm in high school, you know, I didn't really push myself. A lot of kids don't. But now this is like the time to do it because if I screw up now, I'm screwing up the rest of my life. And I just kept thinking, you know, it's just another 4 years here. It's not a big deal. I can get through another 4 years, but like, why have myself go through just another 4 years when these could be 4 years that are absolutely amazing? Why would I give up that opportunity if I have it? So yeah. I feel like this is kind of an abrupt ending, but this is where I'm at right now. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys are doing if you've just started school or if you have any suggestions for me. Like I said, I'm going to be talking to my advisor soon and she can start adding me into classes for next semester. And who knows, by the end of next semester, I might be transferring. So I think that's all I have to say right now. Let me know if you guys have any other college ideas or college themed videos you want me to talk about, or of course request other videos as well because I don't want those to go on the back burner. I have a thrift haul coming up, but yes, I think that's all I have to say for now. So thank you guys for listening to me vent, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.